Well, greetings. I am your extending lifeline coach, Rhonda C.Taylor, extending those lifelines. Can I tell you, if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, the enemy would have swallowed me up. But because he missed, baby, can I tell you, it's hard to hit a moving target. It's hard. And because God seen fit to use me as a vessel to come back through all the pain, through all the agony, to come back and help you, to pull you out, to throw you that lifeline. I am your lifeline coach, Rhonda C. Taylor. Pain shapes a woman into a warrior. You looking at a woman that went through so much, and God picked me up and blew off all that dust and all that dirt, and he shaped me into the warrior that I am today. So I'm on here today to help you, to navigate through some things, to help you to acknowledge who you are, that you don't have to walk in the shadows of anybody, because God have made you so unique. You have your own personality, your own character, your own thumbprint. God have made you unique, baby. There's nobody else like you. You're the only person that can rock your clothes like you rock them, rock your whatever you like to wear. You're your own unique person. You are a brand called you. It's nobody like you. So don't ever, ever, ever try to walk into nobody else's shadow, because you are unique all by itself. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. Can I tell you, pain changes you, and it will make you either bitter or better. Can I tell you, pain made me bitter in the beginning. Yes. In the beginning, it had me bitter. I was bitter for years. I walked around, I had an attitude, and couldn't nobody say anything wrong to me. From relationship to relationship, just going in and out of relationship, because I wasn't going to take this, I wasn't taking that. After that first marriage, that first hard hit, bam, I wasn't ready to go through anything else. So I'm telling you, pain shapes a woman into a warrior. You are a warrior. You were built to win. There's nobody else like you. You are, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You're going to either become bitter or better. You're going to become stagnant or strong. It's all up to you. Because as long as I was bitter, I was stagnant. It was hard for me to adjust. It was hard for me to move forward. It was hard for me to receive people that really loved me. It was hard for me. I was sabotaging all of the relationships, good too. Some was bad, don't get me wrong, but some was good. And I was sabotaging all type of, I was just doing it before they even got a chance to hurt me. You know what? I'm not going to let them hurt me. I'm just going to move up out of this thing. I'm going to tell you something. Rejection and pain will cause you to run away from something that is good for you and to you. Yes. I'm going to tell you something. Rejection is also a teacher. If you've learned anything and you didn't just become bitter, you became better. You learned from it. You began to have a keen discernment when it comes to the people that you allow in your circle. Everybody is not with you. Everybody is not around you to help you. Everybody is not around you to make you to become better. Some people, if you allow them in your circle and you're not healed, you will become more bitter than you are now. So if you're around people that are toxic, that is messy, that love confusion, it's time to go. You need to tell them it's time to go. You know why? Because it's toxic, okay? Don't just go through pain, grow through it. See, I had to grow through something, because if I had never grown through the pain and all the setbacks and all the things that I went through, I would not have the courage to even come on here and give you all the things that I'm about to give you about Rhonda, about this coach right here. I would not be able to share with you all the delays, all the setbacks, all the hindrances. A lot of that was because of me. Because sometimes, just sometimes, we can know that people are toxic. We can know that we even have toxic thoughts, but we still entertain it. We entertain toxic people, and we entertain toxic thoughts. I'm talking about when you are speaking to your own self, you're having toxic thoughts, toxic memory, things that you went through. See, for a long time, I used to rehash of going through molestation, rape, abuse. I used to rehash that over and over again to where it was affecting my relationships. It was affecting my friendships. It was affecting even myself. It was affecting me on a level to where I had become double-minded. See, the Bible said, James said it good. He said that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and that he should not even think that he will receive anything good from God. And so I was that person that was double-minded, that I could never make up my mind. I could never stick with one thought. I'm here, I'm there, I'm all over the place, because I was still battling with that thing called rejection, not wanting anybody to leave Rhonda out. I didn't care if I had to pay my way. I didn't care whatever I had to do. I didn't sleep with anybody to become who I am today. That I would not do. I would never sleep with anybody. That never was my nature, was to be a wild woman, sleeping around with all type of men. Never been my thing. My problem was rejection. I would be in a company of people that I knew that didn't mean me. I'm talking about didn't mean me good at all. But because they gave me just a little attention, I gravitated to it. And I knew they didn't mean me well. I would catch them sometimes. I would walk up on them sometimes saying things and doing things. And I was still just, oh, it's okay, because I didn't want to be alone. Don't look for no healing or gains without sacrifice. See, I'm gonna tell you something. With hard work, it's sacrifice behind hard work. It's not, you're not just gonna become. You're not going to just become a person. You're not just going to become a great leader. You're not going to just become an entrepreneur, a great entrepreneur. You're not just going to become this great motivational speaker. You're not just going to become. It comes with sacrifice. It comes with you giving up some things that you don't want to give up to see somebody else that you know that need that lifeline. See, I know that it's so many of you need a lifeline. You need somebody to help navigate you through the things that you're dealing with because you don't understand. You need somebody to help catapult you forward, to help push you into the direction where you are trying to go without delays or distractions. I was easily to be distracted. That's another thing. I'm talking about any little thing would distract me. I could be doing one thing and somebody say, hey, I need you to do this. I will put it down and go do that. Just distracted so easy. Well, can I tell you, after today, say it to yourself, no more distractions, no more delays, no more hindrances. I'm not going to be my own worst enemy. I'm not going to keep sabotaging relationships that are good for me. I'm not going to keep allowing people in my space, and God have given me the discernment to see. I'm not going to keep allowing people time. Time is something you cannot get back. You can get money back. You can even gain your credit back. But your time is something you cannot get back. You cannot get back. Pain has a purpose. When you have children, or if you've had a baby, a woman knows what it's like to give birth. We know what pain is, but we do know after the pain, there comes the purpose. There is our beautiful baby. I had 3. Each one of them brought something different. Okay? Each thing that you go through may bring something different. My first baby, I cried a lot. I was always sad. You could say boo, and I would cry. I was very sensitive. With my second child, I was nonchalant. Baby, whatever you said, it rolled off like water on a duck's back. I didn't let nobody move me. My son, I was mean. Quick to fight. My temper, it didn't take much. And every last one of them had come out with the same spirit The way I carry them is the way they came. But it was purpose behind the pain. Great purpose. My children, oh my God. I ain't going to say I would want to do that pain all over again, because the thing that we went through as women back then, you know, they didn't have all that epidural and all that stuff to help. No, 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 no. We had to go through that natural birth. We had to go through pushing that baby out. And my last baby was 9 pounds and 12 ounces. My first child was 6 pounds and 4. My second was 8 pounds and 9. So pushing out all that pain, going through all that pain. With my son and my second daughter, I almost died. Mainly with that last one, I almost died. I almost didn't make it out. God sent a woman through to come and ask my daddy, can I pray for her? If I don't pray for her, her and that baby is going to die. The enemy knew who I was going to become. He also knew who my son was going to become. And the rest of my other 2 daughters, he knew exactly who they was going to become. That's why a lot of times when you're carrying something and you going through all that agony and that pain and that those setbacks and that, oh man, everything just like it just bothers you, it hurts you. You know why? Because the enemy know what you're carrying. The enemy know that you're carrying something magnificent. The enemy know that your ministry is supposed to come out on top. The enemy know that your business is supposed to boom. So guess what? He's going to send all type of distractions, agony, and pain your way. So you got to grow through this thing. Don't just go through it, grow through it. Something great is coming out on the other side. Something great. You can't stop. You know, when we was having our babies and they'll say, push. Push. Oh, I see the head. Push. So I'm telling you today, push. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you're dealing with. Push. Don't stop. Because the very minute that you stop, you're causing a delay. See, right now, I'm speaking to some people that you've been like, man, I've been pushing for a long time. I've been going through this thing for a long time. I've been hurting for a long time. I've been going setback after setback. It's like when I get my hand in, my leg fall out, when all this. But keep pushing. Because if you stop pushing, just say you having a baby and you stop pushing, then the next thing they're gonna want to do is cut on you. They want to now, let's go another route. But you can prevent the cut. You can prevent the pain by just keep pushing. Yes, it hurt. Yes, you're going through. Yes, you've been through a lot. But you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going through. You got to keep going through, because you're going to grow through it. Excuse me. My book fell. I want to share this with you because this book right here, when I tell you it was a fight, it was a fight because people don't like truth. This is my truth. From childhood to my adulthood, this is my truth. Things that I encountered from an adolescent stages all the way up to my adulthood. This is one of my books. This is the first book that I've written. The things that I've encountered. The things God brought me through. I don't care about sharing it, but you put all that. Yes, I did put all that in the book. You know why? Because somebody needs to know that the same God that caused me not only to survive, but living victorious, I'm no longer a victim. I'm no longer a victim of domestic violence. I'm no longer a victim of rape. I'm no longer a victim of childhood scars. Those things was purposing me, was positioning me for purpose. All that I went through. And I just want to put it out there. You can order this book from Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. You can also reach out to me and I will send it to you. Yes. $10. This book is $10. If you get it from Amazon, it will cost you $12.49. And it is worth every dollar. Trust me when I tell you. I've heard many testimonies from when people have read this book. I've heard plenty testimonies of how God allowed them to not only give their testimony to help other people, but every time that I would write, every time that I would share my testimony, every time that I would reach out and help others, things would fall off. Because every time that you make it through something, or when somebody throw a stone at you, use it as a stepping stone. Don't pick it up and throw it back. No. Use it as a stepping stone. Because believe it or not, when I written this book, and it was all about my life, things I went through, I had plenty of stones that was thrown at me about this book. But can I tell you this? A lot of curses that was on our family was broken. With some, oh no, they would never say it. But for those of the ones that really read it and understood, getting rich off of a $10 book, is you serious? Getting rich off of that? No. God get the glory for my story because of the things that he delivered me from, things that he brought me out of. It was nobody but God. Don't let not one person, not even you, be ashamed of the things that you went through. You went through that pain. If you went through abuse, if you went through betrayal, if you went through molestation, rape, or whatever you went through, don't be ashamed of your story. Your story could help somebody else to become free. Some people are battling with depression right now and anxiety because they are still holding on to childhood trauma. They don't know how to let go because they're afraid that if they come out and say that their daddy, their uncle, their big brother, or a woman or somebody touched, they're afraid that if they come out and tell the truth, that they will lose a family. Can I say that they would have to be lost? Because you need to be free. The more you hang on to it, let me tell you something. I didn't come this far to come this far. I did not come this far to say that's it. This is not the only book that I've written. I've written 3 other books. But this is the first book that have helped so many people to come out and come clean of the things that I've had molesters to come and say, you know what? How can I go and apologize to the person that I've wronged, that I touched? How can I go to them? You'd be surprised. Not only that you helping the person that was molested or was raped, but you're also helping the person to come clean. Some may never. Some may never come clean. But you want to be free. You don't want to keep carrying that thing from relationship to relationship because it could hinder you. I'm telling you, I carried those bags in every relationship, even in marriages. And it affected me. And nobody knew the things that I was dealing with because I was too ashamed to say that I was molested, that I was raped, that I was abused, because I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want nobody to judge Rhonda. I wanted to keep that. I wanted to for people to just see me and say, okay, she's free, she's delivered. You know, oh wow, she's saved and sanctified. Oh wow, man, she's a powerful coach. She's a powerful leader. Man, you know what? It didn't just happen. I went through some things. So never ever let anybody make you become silent. That's another reason why God blessed me with Let Your Voice Be Heard movement for battered women and children as well as men. Because some people's voice will never be heard. You got some people that have taken things to their grave. They have taken pain to their grave because they was too ashamed to tell anybody that they was touched, that they was raped. You got people preaching behind a lot of pain. You got people that are teaching behind a lot of pain because they're afraid that they're going to be judged. But can I tell you this? I'm pretty sure you'd rather see somebody healed than to walk around with all those scars. See, I'm going to tell you something about a bandage. A bandage will not heal it. A bandage only keeps it from being infected for a while, but then you have to take it off and let it get some air. But then you got to know this too. If you start picking at it before it heals, it could become infected. Never let anybody make you feel, less than who you are because of what you went through. Never let nobody make you feel like you were the person that was in the wrong because you came clean about things that you went through. Never let no one, not even you. Don't allow yourself to become so ashamed that you carry those bags everywhere you go. Because see, let me tell you something about when you've been molested or when you've been raped. It affects how you love. It affects your sex life with your spouse or with your significant other. It affects that. I don't care what people say. It either will make you a person that's promiscuous, or it will make you to like a person if they touch you wrong, like, oh, don't touch me in that way because after all I was raped, or I was. It does different things for different people. With me, I would sometimes see the person that raped me or molested me when I'm being intimate with my ex, when I used to be intimate with my ex, and I told him, I said, you know what, you married somebody that was damaged. I didn't still know how to tell him all the things I went through. I was too embarrassed. But little did I know, a lot of men, just like women, have been touched, have been violated. But they are ashamed to talk about it because they're afraid that people will judge them. Some people will judge you. So what? Get your freedom. You did not come through all the things that you went through to just say, I made it. God brought you out for a reason. And that reason is to help somebody else. It's not about you. It's not about you. I'm a lifeline coach. I am also a leader, a pastor of a global ministry, global tent ministry. But today, I'm coming to you as a coach to tell you, even when I'm preaching, I give my testimony. I have literally been put out of a ministry for giving my testimony, because you know why? It shines some light on them to say, okay, I'm always hearing about holiness or hell. Did you ever experience anything? Never let anybody bring condemnation on you when they still battling with things. You got leaders to this day, they living life behind a mask. And you got some, they'll tell you, I went through that. Some of them still battling with it. But that's not an excuse. Get your freedom. Don't just say, I made it out. You want to come out free. You want to come out delivered. You don't want to carry those bags everywhere you go. You didn't come this far to just say, I've come this far. The pain that you went through have shaped you into the man and the woman that you are today. Let no one make you feel bad about the choices that you made in the past. Even if I've made some bad choices, I can't relive that. Only thing I can do is move forward. I had to grow through it. Don't allow nobody to make you feel bad about things you did in your past, but you're free from now. Don't be like the children of Israel, continuing in the same thing. Break those. Curses was made to be broken. They was made to be broken. You be the one to break that curse. I am your lifeline coach, Rhonda C.Taylor, extending those lifelines. Again, when you get an opportunity, go on Barnes & Nobles as well as Amazon and order this book. This is just the first one. I'm not going to introduce the other one to you just right now. I'm going to wait a while and I'm going to introduce the other book to you. But right now, got a little tongue-tied, okay? For right now, go and order this book and get your freedom. The victim survived. I'm no longer a victim. I am victorious. I'm going to stand on God's word. And don't even blink an eye when people judge your past, because they don't know your future. Again, I am your lifeline coach, Rhonda C.Taylor, extending those lifelines. I pray the blessings of the Lord over your life. I pray that God will continue to extend your life, that you will begin to enjoy life as He has intended for you. I pray that He will continue to order your steps. I pray that long life over your life. I pray healing. I pray deliverance. I pray restoration over you. For the steps of a good man and a woman is ordered by God. Again, I love you with the love of God. Until next time, again, I am your lifeline coach, Rhonda C. Taylor. Don't come this far just to come this far. Love you.